Imagine a basketball player so dominant, she makes seasoned pros look like rookies. Now picture her as an actual rookie, taking the WNBA by storm. That's Angel Reese for you. She's not just good, she's rewriting the rulebook. And sorry, Caitlin Clark fans, but the 2024 Rookie of the Year award, it's already got Reese's name on it. Let's break it down. Angel Reese isn't just another talented player. She's a force of nature on the court. Standing at 6'3", she's got the height, but it's her incredible wingspan that sets her apart. When Reese stretches out those arms, it's like she's covering half the court. Defenders? They might as well be trying to score against a brick wall. But height alone doesn't make a great player. It's what Reese does with it that counts. Her rebounding skills are off the charts. She doesn't just grab rebounds, she hunts them down like they're the last piece of pizza at a party. And once she's got the ball, good luck getting it back. Now let's talk about her scoring. Reese isn't just a one-trick pony, she can score from anywhere on the court. In the paint, she's unstoppable. Her post moves are smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. But step outside and she'll still make you pay. Her mid-range game is developing faster than a Polaroid picture, and she's not afraid to let it fly from beyond the arc. What really sets Reese apart, though, is her mind. She's got basketball IQ coming out of her ears. She sees plays developing before they happen. It's like she's got a crystal ball hidden in that basketball. And her decision-making? Faster than a New York minute. But while Reese is dominating, she's not doing it in a vacuum. The 2024 WNBA season has been marked by an intense rivalry, one that has roots going back to their college days. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been competing at the highest levels for years. And now, as they both vie for the Rookie of the Year award, their rivalry has only intensified. This isn't just about stats, it's a rematch for the ages. Caitlin Clark, the #1 overall pick by the Indiana Fever, is currently leading the Rookie of the Year race. Averaging 16.7 points, 7.8 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game, Clark has proven herself as a scoring and playmaking machine. She made history as the first rookie to record a triple-double in the WNBA, and her high-pressure performances have kept the Fever in the playoff hunt. But Angel Reese isn't just sitting back. Selected 7th by the Chicago Sky, Reese is having a standout season of her own, averaging 13.8 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game. Recently, she set a WNBA record with 13 consecutive double-doubles, underscoring her dominance in rebounding and her overall impact on the game. What makes her performance even more impressive is that she's doing all of this with less star power around her compared to Clark, who has multiple former #1 picks on her team. So, what makes Angel Reese the superior candidate for Rookie of the Year? It's her relentless rebounding, her impact on team success, and her defensive prowess. Reese leads the league in rebounds, averaging 11.8 per game, making her a game changer every time she steps on the court. In a league where possessions often dictate the outcome of games, Reese's ability to dominate the boards is critical. Her rebounding isn't just about numbers, it's about securing possessions that can swing the momentum in her team's favor. Despite being on a team with fewer high-profile players, Reese's contributions have helped the Sky maintain a competitive position in the playoff race. Her influence goes beyond her stats. She's the heart of the Sky's defense and a key player in their offensive sets. Some analysts argue that this should weigh heavily in the Rookie of the Year considerations. After all, isn't the true measure of a player's value how they elevate those around them? Reese isn't just a force on the boards, she's also one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. Her defensive prowess is often overlooked in favor of flashier stats. But make no mistake, Reese changes the game on both ends of the court. Whether it's locking down an opponent or coming up with a crucial steal, her defense is as vital to the Sky's success as her rebounding. Her record-setting double-double streak is more than just a stat, it's a legacy in the making. If she continues at this pace, she could finish the season with one of the highest rebounding averages in WNBA history. Her consistency in dominating the paint game after game places her among the elite in the league, making a strong case for why she deserves the Rookie of the Year title. In today's WNBA, you can't just be a one-position wonder. You've got to be able to play all over the court, and Reese is like a Swiss Army knife. Need her to bang in the post? Done. Want her to run the fast break? She's already halfway down the court. Need a clutch defensive stop? She's got you covered. This versatility isn't just good for highlights, it's good for winning. And Reese is just getting started. She's entering the league with a chip on her shoulder the size of Mount Everest. She's hungry, she's driven, and she's got something to prove. Think about the great rookies in WNBA history, the ones who came in and immediately left their mark. Reese isn't just going to join that list. She's going to top it. She's not here to fit in, she's here to stand out. So when the 2024 season rolls around, keep your eyes peeled. You're not just going to see a rookie finding her feet, you're going to see a superstar in the making. You're going to see highlight reels that'll make your jaw drop. You're going to see a player who doesn't just live up to the hype, she exceeds it. The 2024 Rookie of the Year race, it's far from over. Angel Reese isn't just in the conversation, she's redefining it. As she continues to dominate on the boards and lock down opponents, the question isn't just if she'll win Rookie of the Year, but how she'll do it. And once that trophy is in her hands, well, that's when the real show begins. Because Rookie of the Year is just the beginning. The real question is, what record will she break next?
Clark will fire and hit the three.
Why is she a star? Because we know that she will pull up from the logo and it goes in.
Caitlin Clark has taken the WNBA by storm, becoming one of the most talked about players and earning high praise from legends like Sue Bird and Chiney Ogwumike. But what if I told you her incredible journey hasn't been without controversy and fierce competition? From jaw-dropping performances to fiery debates, Clark's rookie season with the Indiana Fever is turning heads and ruffling feathers. And with a heated Rookie of the Year race against Chicago Sky's Angel Reese, even Stephen A. Smith has weighed in. Dive into the drama, the triumphs, and the game-changing moments that are making Caitlin Clark a name you can't ignore. Sue Bird, a WNBA legend with 20 years of experience, recently shared her support for Clark in the Rookie of the Year race. "I have Caitlin as Rookie of the Year," Bird said, explaining that her decision wasn't based on stats alone. "I don't do the stat comparison. Yeah, it can help. I just do the eye test, and to me, she's Rookie of the Year." Bird's support is a big deal because of her respected status in the basketball world. Chiney Ogwumike, another former WNBA star, and now a media personality, also praised Clark, but from a broader perspective. Ogwumike talked about Clark's overall impact on the sport, saying, "She is the most impactful player that I've seen hit the scene, not even just in basketball, but in sports, in a generation for how she moves the needle, not only in viewership, but business, and that rising tide lifts all boats." Ogwumike even compared Clark to WNBA greats like Maya Moore, Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, and Diana Taurasi, but stressed that Clark is taking the league to new heights. Despite all this praise, Clark's journey hasn't been entirely smooth. After leading Iowa to a second consecutive national title game, she was picked #1 overall by the Indiana Fever in the WNBA draft. Her initial transition to the professional league was tough, as she struggled to adjust to the increased physicality and competition. However, Clark quickly adapted, and her performance has soared. In her first 13 WNBA games, she averaged 16.3 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 6.0 assists. In the next 13 games, she improved these numbers to 17.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and an impressive 10.4 assists per game. Adding to the buzz, Clark made headlines during the WNBA All-Star Weekend by declining to participate in the three-point contest and skills competition. Many fans thought the WNBA missed a prime opportunity to showcase her talents, but it wasn't because she wasn't invited. Clark declined the invitation, preferring to focus on other aspects of her rookie season. This decision sparked debate among fans and analysts, questioning whether she was avoiding the spotlight or strategically managing her workload. Clark hasn't just been about controversies and decisions. She's also been breaking records left and right. She set a WNBA record with 19 assists in a single game and became the fastest player to reach 400 points and 200 assists in a season, achieving these milestones in just 26 games. While Clark's on-court performance has been stellar, the Rookie of the Year race has brought her head-to-head with another standout rookie, Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky. Stephen A. Smith recently voiced his support for Reese on ESPN's First Take, saying, "Angel Reese, she may be Rookie of the Year. She's special. Let me tell you this right now, I don't care what anybody says because she can play. She's no scrub. She's a walking double-double." Smith's endorsement adds to the growing debate about who truly deserves the Rookie of the Year title. Reese has been phenomenal in her rookie season, leading the WNBA in double-doubles with the Chicago Sky. She has maintained a double-double streak in 15 straight games and surpassed former WNBA player Candace Parker on the list for most consecutive in a season. Reese currently leads the WNBA with 17 double-doubles and could break Tina Charles' rookie record of 22 in a season. Her dominance in the paint and ability to grab offensive rebounds make her a formidable competitor. But it's not just her on-court performance that sets Clark apart. Off the court, she's been making waves with her big deals and public appearances. Clark signed a $28 million contract with Nike and recently unveiled her first player-exclusive shoes, the Nike Kobe 5 Pros. Her emotional reaction to this milestone, captured on social media, made her even more popular with fans. "It's pretty cool," Clark said.
It's pretty cool. It's got I feel like it's fever, but it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both worlds. I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more fever, so just wait for that one, but yeah.
Unable to hide her excitement about the new shoes that blend her Iowa roots with her current team, the Fever. Clark's influence goes beyond basketball courts and shoe deals. During the WNBA's break for the Olympic Games, she has been enjoying different experiences, including making a special appearance at a country music concert with her teammate Lexi Hall. The duo joined country artist Jordan Davis on stage, delighting fans and showing their personalities off the court. Despite not being selected for the women's Olympic basketball team, Clark remains in high spirits, supporting her fellow WNBA players competing in Paris. Her friendly and down-to-earth demeanor, combined with her on-court skills, make her a relatable and influential figure in sports. She is not just playing the game, she is changing it, bringing more visibility and respect to women's basketball. As Agwu Mike put it, Clark is bringing the WNBA to new heights, exponential heights, ushering in a moment that fans and players have been waiting for. However, Clark's focus on basketball has drawn some criticism for not addressing social issues more actively. Connecticut Sun guard Dejanai Carrington highlighted this by criticizing Clark's initial neutral stance on the misuse of her name to spread hate. Clark responded firmly, condemning racism and misogyny and emphasizing the need for equal respect in the WNBA. She expressed frustration over her name being exploited for harmful agendas and clarified her primary focus remains on playing basketball.
Just asking you directly, when people use your name for racism, misogyny, whatever, what is your response to that specifically?
Yeah, I think it's disappointing. I think, everybody in our world, deserves the same amount of respect. The women on our league deserve the same amount of respect. So people should not be using my name to push those agendas.
Adding to the drama, ESPN analyst Elle Duncan recently issued an apology after misunderstanding a comment made by WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops about Clark. Duncan had criticized Swoops without having the full context of her quote.
Someone did take a loss in the basketball world this week, though, and I love her, but she's wrong here. Cheryl Swoops, former WNBA player, we all know that. She's had some thoughts previously about Caitlin. She would later have to apologize of those thoughts being uninformed, she shoots like 60 shots a game, just being a little bit inflammatory and critical without any actual analysis. And she apologized for that during the women's college season, and she's now stepped in it again.
After realizing her mistake, Duncan apologized on social media and personally to Swoops, acknowledging that she should have listened to the full show before reacting. Swoops' actual comments were about the overall talent of the Fever in the Sky, not a direct criticism of Clark. Clark's teammates on the Indiana Fever have also shared their admiration for her impact on the team. Veteran guard Kelsey Mitchell said, "Playing with Caitlin is like having an extra coach on the floor. Her vision and basketball IQ are off the charts, and she makes everyone around her better." Comparing Clark to her college rival, Angel Reese, further highlights the intensity of their Rookie of the Year race. Clark has averaged 17.1 points, 8.2 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, while Reese has dominated with 17 double-doubles and impressive rebounding stats. This fierce competition has fans eagerly watching every game, boosting attendance and viewership for both the Fever and the Sky. The WNBA's approach to promoting Clark has been cautious. Some sources suggest the league may be hesitant to make her the sole face of the WNBA, preferring a more balanced promotion that includes multiple stars to grow the league's overall popularity. Despite this, Clark's presence has undeniably increased interest and engagement in the WNBA. Looking ahead, Clark's impact on the WNBA will be monumental. Her journey with the Indiana Fever is just beginning, but she's already proving to be a game changer. With the Fever currently in the playoff picture, thanks in large part to Clark's leadership and performance, the future looks bright. Her ability to elevate her team, both through her play and her presence, is something special. In conclusion, Caitlin Clark is not just living up to the hype, she is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. Her blend of on-court talent, off-court charisma, and genuine impact on the sport sets her apart from her peers. As Sue Bird and Chineni Ogwumike have noted, Clark's influence is undeniable, and her potential seems limitless. For fans of women's basketball, this is the beginning of an exciting new era, led by a player who is poised to leave an indelible mark on the game.
Gets it into Clark. Clark races away, and the mythical mastery of Caitlin Clark continues.
Few athletes have shaken the WNBA to its core like Caitlin Clark. Her meteoric rise in professional basketball is marked by extraordinary talent, intense scrutiny, and relentless challenges. But why does she seem to attract so much aggression on the court? And how does she continue to excel amid the chaos? Let's dive into the complex world of Caitlin Clark, where her resilience turns adversity into fuel for her outstanding performances. Clark's transition into the WNBA has been nothing short of a baptism by fire. From aggressive defense to unsportsmanlike conduct, she often finds herself at the center of tough plays and hard fouls. A recent example includes Dana Evans wrapping up Clark in what was clearly a foul during a drive, showcasing the physicality she endures on the court. Such encounters highlight a broader issue of targeted aggression that Clark seems to face more than most. The heightened media coverage surrounding Clark amplifies these challenges. As one of the league's brightest stars, her every move is scrutinized, and her successes are both celebrated and resented. This duality of admiration and envy fuels a sense of resentment among some players, who struggle to match her visibility and success. Caitlin Clark's standout qualities go beyond her basketball skills. She embodies individuality and resilience, traits that set her apart in a league filled with talent. Despite the pressure and the physical toll of the game, Clark remains composed and focused. Her ability to maintain her performance amid adversity is a testament to her strength and determination. Clark's journey has also been marked by incidents of direct aggression and hostility, often perceived as efforts to make a statement at her expense. This includes rough treatment from opponents, which sometimes borders on bullying. However, Clark's response to these challenges has been nothing short of remarkable. Instead of being deterred by the aggression, Clark uses it as motivation. Her performances in recent games illustrate this perfectly. In a crucial matchup against Angel Reese's Chicago Sky, Clark faced intense physical play, including a significant off-ball hip check by Kennedy Carter. Despite the rough play, Clark's composure and skill shone through. She not only made the free throw resulting from Carter's flagrant foul, but also led her team to a narrow victory with a solid all-around performance. Clark's ability to transform negative experiences into positive outcomes is a defining feature of her career. Her resilience and skill allow her to rise above the aggression and hostility, maintaining her focus and delivering stellar performances game after game. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA extends beyond the court. She has become a symbol of perseverance and excellence, inspiring both fans and fellow players. Her presence boosts ticket sales and media attention, contributing significantly to the league's growth and popularity. However, Clark's rise also brings to light issues of inequality and bias in media coverage and player popularity. Many players, particularly those who are Black, feel that the extraordinary level of fame Clark has achieved would not be possible if she were Black. This perception of a double standard fuels frustration and resentment, adding adding another layer of complexity to Clark's experiences. One of the most notable setbacks in Clark's young career was her exclusion from the USA basketball team for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Despite her undeniable talent and immense popularity, the selection committee, led by Connecticut Sun team president Jennifer Rosati, cited Clark's inexperience in the international game as the primary reason for her omission. The committee's decision was based on 11 criteria, including U.S. citizenship, availability, playing ability, versatility, and adaptability to the international game. Rosati explained that while Clark is an exceptional player, other candidates better met the criteria and fit the team's needs under coach Cheryl Reeves' strategy. This decision has undoubtedly been a tough pill for Clark to swallow. As the most popular player in the WNBA, with fans even chanting her name in opposing arenas, her absence from the Olympic team has raised eyebrows and sparked debate. Many argue that her marketability and the boost she could bring to the team's visibility should have been considered. However, the committee maintained that their focus was solely on creating the best possible team for the competition. Clark's exclusion from the Olympic roster adds another layer of adversity to her journey. While it might be a setback, it also serves as a potent source of motivation. Her ability to transform negative experiences into fuel for her performance is a testament to her resilience and determination. Caitlin Clark's journey in the WNBA is a story of resilience, talent, and overcoming adversity. Her ability to silence critics and bullies through her performance is inspiring. As she continues to navigate the challenges of professional basketball, Clark remains focused on her goals, using every obstacle as an opportunity to prove her worth. Clark's story is one of empowerment, not just for herself, but for the league as a whole. She represents a new era of WNBA players who are not only talented, but also resilient and unwavering in the face of adversity. As the league continues to evolve, embracing players like Caitlin Clark will be crucial to its success and growth. For more insights into Caitlin Clark's journey and how she is reshaping the WNBA, stay tuned for our next article.
Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA. Wasn't playing bad, but wasn't playing like she's playing now. If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team.
The WNBA team simply dominated Team USA. And guess who shined? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But wait, there's more to this story. Cheryl Reeves, the coach of Team USA, had something to say before the game.
Is there any second guessing here about not having Clark on the Olympic team?
From me? No.
Coach, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it looks like someone underestimated the rookie sensation and ended up losing to the WNBA team. By the way, Clark not only played well, she broke the assist record. And Reese? She pulled off a double-double that left everyone stunned. In this video, we're going to break down everything that happened in this epic game. We'll go over the performances of Clark and Reese and how Cheryl Reeves' strategy backfired. There's controversy, records, twists, everything we love about basketball. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, Cheryl Reeves. For those who don't know, she is the coach of the USA Olympic team. Days before the All-Star game, Reeves made some pretty controversial statements about Caitlin Clark. But why all the animosity? Well, we don't know exactly, but what we do know is that Clark made history in this All-Star game. Clark set the record with 10 assists for rookies in the All-Star game. That's right, in her first All-Star appearance, she nearly broke a record that many veterans haven't even come close to. Clark showed game vision, precision in passing, and an incredible ability to read the court. She not only distributed the game, but did so in a way that elevated the performance of the entire WNBA team. And you know what's even more impressive? She did all this under enormous pressure. Just imagine her first appearance in the All-Star game after all the controversy with Reeves and with the eyes of the entire basketball world on her. Many people would have crumbled, but Clark shined. This WNBA team's victory not only silenced the critics, but also raised an important question. How can someone with this talent be left out of the Olympics? Clark's performance in the first half of the season was certainly Olympic-worthy. But besides Clark, we have to talk about Angel Reese. While Clark dominated with assists, Reese showed why she is considered one of the most promising rookies in the league. Reese managed an impressive double-double, scoring 12 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. And don't think these were easy rebounds. Many of them came from the attack, with Reese outpacing her opponents and positioning herself perfectly to get the ball. What makes this performance even more notable is that Reese started the game on the bench. She wasn't in the starting lineup, but when she entered the court, she made sure to show why she deserved to be there. Now let's talk about the MVP of the game, Arike Ogunbowale. If Clark and Reese represented the future, Ogunbowale showed that the present of the WNBA is also brilliant. She had a simply spectacular performance, finishing the game with 34 points. But the most impressive part, she made 8 out of 13 three-pointers. That's right, the numbers are impressive on their own, but those who watch the game know they don't tell the whole story. Ogunbowale wasn't just making open shots. She was creating space, doing step backs, and hitting shots from long distance, often with defenders right on her. Her performance was crucial for the WNBA team's victory. Every time Team USA threatened to make a comeback, there she was with a three-pointer to maintain the lead. She didn't just score, she scored at the right moments. Ogunbowale's performance also highlights the depth of talent in the WNBA. We have Clark and Reese representing the future, but we also have players like Ogunbowale showing that the present of the league is in great hands. Want to know more about how these stars are changing the game? Keep watching. Now let's talk about Team USA's performance in the decisions of coach Cheryl Reeve. Despite their stellar lineup, Team USA couldn't effectively compete against the WNBA team. Players like Breanna Stewart and A'ja Wilson had solid performances. Stewart scored 31 points, and Wilson contributed 22 points and 6 rebounds. But it wasn't enough. The problem seemed to be more in the strategy and team chemistry than in individual talent. Several players seemed lost on the court, and the lack of cohesion was evident, especially when compared to the fluidity of the WNBA team's play. The criticism of Cheryl Reeve was intense after the game. Many questioned her player choices and, more importantly, her decisions during the match. One point of criticism was the lack of tactical adjustments throughout the game. Even with the WNBA team dominating, Reeve seemed reluctant to change her strategy. This contrasted sharply with the flexible and adaptive approach of the WNBA team coach, Cheryl Miller. Think this was a one-off issue? Let's dive deeper. This game raised serious questions about Team USA's preparation for the upcoming Olympics. If they can't dominate an all-star game, how will they fare against well-trained and motivated international teams? The defeat of Team USA is not just a surprising result, it's a wake-up call. It shows that individual talent is not enough. You need strategy, team chemistry, and strong leadership from the coaching staff. The clock is ticking, and the Paris Games are approaching quickly. So, what does all this mean for the future of the WNBA and women's basketball in the USA? We are at a crucial turning point. On one hand, we have Clark and Reese, two rookies who have just proven they can not only compete but dominate on a stage with the best players in the world. They represent a new generation of talent coming to the league with exceptional skills and a winning mentality. On the other hand, we have the established Team USA, led by Cheryl Reeve, who seems to be struggling to adapt to this new reality. The reluctance to recognize and embrace these new talents could cost them dearly in international competitions. The question that hangs in the air is, will Reeve and USA Basketball be able to make the choices that truly represent the best of American women's basketball? Or will we see talents like Clark being left out again for reasons beyond on-court performance? The USA has a tradition of dominance in Olympic women's basketball, but this hegemony could be at risk in the upcoming Olympics if the right decisions are not made. Curious about what could happen next? Stay tuned! This All-Star game may have been just a preview of the drama to come. The tension between the old guard and the new generation, between tradition and innovation, is reaching a boiling point. The outcome of this battle could very well determine the future of women's basketball in the United States and the world. Guys, what we saw in this All-Star game was more than just an exhibition game. It was a glimpse into the future of women's basketball and a warning about the need for change. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese proved that the hype around them is more than justified. They not only competed on par with the veterans, but, in many moments, outperformed them. Clark nearly broke a historic assist record, while Reese dominated the rebounds. Ogunbowale reminded us that the WNBA is full of established talents that continue to evolve and surprise. Her MVP performance was simply spectacular and crucial for the WNBA team's victory. Want to be part of the action? Make sure you're in the loop. On the other hand, the performance of Team USA and Cheryl Reeves' decisions raised serious questions about their preparation for the Paris Olympics. It's time for USA Basketball to reassess their strategies and player selection to ensure they are truly representing the best of American women's basketball. So, what did you think of this All-Star game? Do you think Clark and Reese deserved a chance on the Olympic team, or do you agree with Cheryl Reeves' current approach? Leave your opinions in the comments. I want to know what you, who follow basketball closely, think about all of this. Your insights are super important to enrich this discussion. And if you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay on top of everything happening in the world of women's basketball, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Activate the notification bell too, so you don't miss any videos. The WNBA is going through an incredible moment, and together we can follow and discuss every development in this exciting league. See you in the next video, guys. Why is Caitlin Clark both loved and hated in women's basketball? Caitlin Clark, the young sensation of the WNBA, has taken the sports world by storm with her incredible performances and fiery attitude. But behind the cheers and highlights lies a mix of strong opinions and controversies. Why has Caitlin Clark become such a polarizing figure? Let's explore the reasons behind the mixed feelings about her. From the moment Caitlin Clark started playing in the WNBA, she grabbed a lot of attention. Known for her exciting play and impressive college career, many people had high hopes for her. However, this spotlight has not always been kind. Some think that the media hype around Clark has overshadowed other talented players, leading to jealousy and doubt about her abilities. Critics say that her success is exaggerated, fueling resentment and backlash. Clark's performance in the WNBA has been closely watched. Some fans point out that her shooting stats have not been great, with low percentages from the field and three-point range. This has led to questions about whether she truly deserves all the attention. Additionally, Clark's exclusion from the U.S. Olympic team was seen by her supporters as unfair, further dividing opinions. Some see this as proof that she is undervalued, while others believe it was the right decision based on her performance. How Clark handles criticism has also shaped how people view her. She has faced aggressive play and skepticism from other players, which is common for newcomers. Yet her ability to stay calm and respectful in these situations has been noticed. While she may not be loved by everyone, her ability to handle pressure suggests that much of the hate she receives comes from the competitive nature of the sport and the intense scrutiny she is under, rather than personal dislike. There have been some key incidents that have hurt Caitlin Clark's reputation. One such event happened during a game between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky, where Chennedy Carter knocked her to the floor before an inbound pass. This incident highlighted the rough play Clark has had to endure. Another event occurred after an Ohio State upset over Iowa, where Clark collided with a fan during a court-storming celebration, raising concerns about player safety. These episodes, combined with ongoing critiques of her performance, have painted a picture of Clark as both a target and a subject of excessive hype. The media's constant coverage of Clark has also added to the backlash. Some fans and players feel that she gets too much attention compared to other skilled athletes in the league. This perception of overexposure has led to jealousy and resentment. Despite these challenges, Clark has generally handled the adversity with grace and determination, strengthening her image as a resilient athlete. Clark's style of play and personality have made her a central figure in intense rivalries, especially with Angel Reese. Their rivalry, which started in college, has continued in the WNBA and has had a big impact on both players' images and the league's popularity. The Clark-Reese rivalry has sparked huge interest in women's basketball, attracting millions of viewers. This increased attention has brought significant economic benefits for the WNBA, with higher ticket sales and local economic impacts from games. The rivalry has kept Clark in the spotlight, boosting her visibility and marketability. However, this constant coverage has also led to complaints of overexposure, making her a polarizing figure. Some fans love the drama and excitement, while others feel the attention she gets is too much. Comparisons to historic sports rivalries like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson suggest the potential long-term impact of the Clark-Reese rivalry on the WNBA. Social media has amplified the rivalry and Clark's overall presence. Both players have skillfully used these platforms to connect with fans and build their personal brands, creating viral moments that generate buzz and discussion. This engagement has further elevated the profile of women's basketball, contributing to record-breaking viewership and increased respect for female athletes. A big part of Caitlin Clark's controversial image is her trash-talking style. Her competitive spirit and fiery attitude on the court make her games more entertaining and engaging for viewers. However, this same trait has also led to perceptions of arrogance and poor sportsmanship. Some fans and critics view her trash-talking as unprofessional, while others see it as a natural part of her competitive drive. One of the most memorable instances of her trash-talking was during the 2023 NCAA Tournament Elite 8 game against Louisville. After hitting her 6th three-pointer, Clark made John Cena's famous "You can't see me" gesture. This moment went viral and sparked heated discussions about trash-talking in women's basketball. However, Haley Van Lith from Louisville clarified that the gesture was not directed towards her or any Louisville player. She explained that Clark made the gesture towards her strength coach, not towards the opposing team. Van Lith mentioned that she didn't even see the gesture during the game and only became aware of it later through social media. The two players laughed about the incident afterward, with Van Lith texting Clark to express her frustration with the media's portrayal of the gesture. They found the media's interpretation amusing and emphasized that there was no animosity between them. This incident highlighted how media narratives can misrepresent and inflame situations, especially in women's sports. Clark's interactions with Angel Reese have also been filled with trash-talking moments, drawing significant attention and adding fuel to their rivalry. Clark has not shied away from showing her emotions on the court. There have been instances where she has shown visible frustration during games, including dropping F-bombs. Some fans have criticized this behavior as unprofessional, but others see it as part of her fiery, competitive nature. Her intense demeanor extends even to practice sessions, where Iowa coach Lisa Bluter has mentioned calling technical fouls on Clark to help her maintain composure. Clark's competitive spirit was evident even in her childhood. She has shared stories of being kicked out of PE class for being overly competitive, which sheds light on her intense on-court persona. As she transitioned to the WNBA, her reputation as a trash talker followed her. WNBA coach Becky Hammon noted, "No one talks more crap than Caitlin," suggesting that Clark has continued her verbal sparring at the professional level. Despite the criticism, many fans appreciate Clark's competitive nature and the excitement she brings to the game. Her peers, including Reese, have expressed respect for her spirit, acknowledging that trash talking is part of the sport. However, the double standards and gender biases in how her behavior is judged compared to male athletes remain a contentious issue. In conclusion, Caitlin Clark's journey in the WNBA is marked by a mix of admiration and criticism. Her rapid rise to stardom, combined with her bold personality and competitive spirit, has made her a polarizing figure. While she faces backlash and intense scrutiny, her resilience and ability to handle pressure with respect and determination continue to define her legacy. As the WNBA grows in popularity, driven in part by the drama and rivalries she embodies, Caitlin Clark's impact on the sport remains undeniable. What do you do when the world doubts your abilities and leaves you off the biggest stage? If you're Caitlin Clark, you turn that snub into the performance of a lifetime, transforming your disappointment into a dazzling display of talent that captivates fans and critics alike. Caitlin Clark's journey from being left off the Team USA Olympic roster to her triumphant performance in the WNBA All-Star Game is a compelling story that resonates deeply with anyone who loves basketball. As a lifelong NBA fan, I've seen my share of redemption arcs, but Clark's story is something special. It's not just about proving the doubters wrong, it's about redefining what it means to be an elite player in women's basketball.
Three ball going, but everything else, your game has been on point here tonight. Clark gets inside, draws a triple team. Samuelson is wide open and buries a three.
When Caitlin Clark was left off the Team USA roster, it felt like a glaring oversight. Many were shocked, and it would have been easy for Clark to let that disappointment define her.
Talent. Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA. Wasn't playing bad, but wasn't playing like she's playing now. If we had to do it all over again, the way that she's playing, she would be in really high consideration of making the team.
Instead, she used it as fuel to elevate her game to new heights. In the All-Star game, Clark didn't just play well, she dominated. She set a new WNBA All-Star Game rookie assist record with 10 assists, surpassing the previous record of 8 held by Shoni Schimmel. Her playmaking ability was on full display, with precise passes to teammates like Jonquel Jones and Aaliyah Boston, creating highlight reel plays that showcased her vision and skill. At one point, Team USA resorted to trapping her in the backcourt to prevent her from getting the ball, a testament to her impact on the game. Curious about how close she came to breaking another record? Clark came just 1 assist shy of breaking the all-time All-Star assist record of 11 set by Sue Bird in 2017. She even joked about wanting to break Bird's record during the broadcast, showing her competitive spirit and confidence. Her All-Star performance is part of an impressive rookie season, where she's currently leading the league with 8.2 assists per game at the Olympic break. Her ability to distribute the ball and make her teammates better is a rare and valuable skill. And it's clear she has a bright future ahead of her. Angel Reese, another standout player, also made significant contributions during the game.
Time we had this format in 2021, a player to keep an eye on, Arike Gumbawale, was the MVP in that game for the All-Stars.
While specific details about her performance are scarce, one of Clark's assists to Reese was described as what you've been waiting for. This connection highlighted the synergy and chemistry between these rising stars, underscoring the potential of the next generation of WNBA talent.
Jones here setting the screen. 2 come to Caitlin Clark. She's used to that. Just a dime dropped inside. Nice finish. Just a that was really good team and help defense that time by the All-Stars.
Here's Gray. She got it.
The WNBA All-Stars, including Clark and Reese, defeated Team USA 117-109. This game showcased the rising talent in the WNBA, with rookies like Clark making significant impacts alongside established stars. The game set a new all-time ratings record for a WNBA All-Star game, indicating increased interest in viewership, likely boosted by Clark's debut performance. Arike Ogunbowale set a scoring record with 34 points, while Breanna Stewart led Team USA with 31 points. These historic performances not only set new benchmarks, but also increased the visibility and popularity of women's basketball, potentially influencing the sport's future trajectory. Wondering how Clark manages to stand out in such a competitive league, Clark's all-star performance has had a profound impact on women's basketball. She's not just a player, she's a force of nature. Her ability to command the court and captivate audiences is something that hasn't been seen in a long time. Analysts and fans alike are starting to recognize her as a game changer. One analyst I spoke to called her a generational talent, and it's hard to disagree. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court, coupled with her playmaking skills, makes her a dual threat that defenses struggle to contain. Behind the scenes, Clark's preparation is nothing short of intense. Her training and routines are grueling, focusing on every aspect of her game, from shooting to agility to mental toughness. She spends hours in the gym perfecting her shot, working on her footwork, and studying game film to better understand her opponents. Teammates talk about her as a motivating presence in the locker room, always pushing herself and others to be better. This relentless drive is what sets her apart and makes her success so compelling. The fan reaction to Clark's all-star performance has been electric. Social media exploded with praise and admiration. One tweet that stuck with me simply said, "Caitlin Clark is a superstar." It's clear her journey resonates with fans on a personal level. She's become a symbol of resilience and excellence, and the support she's garnered is a testament to her impact. Fans from all over the world have expressed their excitement and support, with many calling for her inclusion in future Olympic rosters. Looking forward, the sky's the limit for Caitlin Clark. Her all-star performance has reignited conversations about her potential Olympic future. Many believe her exclusion from the previous roster was a mistake that won't be repeated. In the WNBA, she's poised to become one of the league's marquee players. Her career trajectory is on a steep upward path, and it's exciting to think about what she'll achieve next. Coaches and analysts are already speculating about how her game will evolve and how she will continue to impact the league. Ever wondered what makes Clark's playing style so unique? Her precision shooting, combined with her ability to make pinpoint passes and her strategic understanding of the game, makes her a nightmare for defenders. Her quick release and deep shooting range are reminiscent of some of the best shooters in the NBA. But what really sets her apart is her vision. She sees the game in a way that few players do, finding open teammates and creating scoring opportunities that others might miss. This combination of skills makes her a unique and versatile player. In comparing Caitlin Clark to other rising stars in women's basketball, it's clear she's part of a revolutionary new wave. Players like Paige Bueckers and Hailey Van Lith are also making their mark, but Clark's narrative of redemption adds an extra layer to her story. Each of these athletes is bringing something unique to the game, and together they are pushing the sport to new heights. This new generation of players is redefining what it means to be a star in women's basketball, and their impact is being felt both on and off the court. Caitlin Clark's journey from Olympic snub to all-star triumph is more than just a revenge story. It's a powerful narrative of resilience, talent, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Her performance has not only silenced critics, but has also elevated her status as one of the brightest stars in women's basketball. As she continues to break barriers and set new standards, there's no doubt Caitlin Clark will leave an indelible mark on the sport we all love. Her story is an inspiration to young athletes everywhere, showing that hard work, determination, and a little bit of fire can take you to the top.
Caitlin Clark effect is real. Even when she's scoring or not scoring points, they'd love to watch her play.
Imagine stepping off the court after a grueling season, transitioning directly from college stardom to the intensity of the WNBA without a moment to breathe. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark has experienced. Now picture her in a completely different setting, soaking up the sun on a Mexican beach with her teammates and boyfriend. What impact will this much-needed break have on her and the Indiana Fever? Stick around as we dive into how this vacation could be the game-changer Clark and her team need for a powerful second-half comeback. This break comes after a busy year for Clark, who moved straight from a standout college basketball season to her first year in the WNBA. Her social media is filled with fun photos and captions like, "Just a couple mermaids," showing the group enjoying the sun and water. But beyond the photos and fun, this vacation has significant implications for her and her teammates' performance on the court. Clark's vacation underscores how important rest and recovery are for professional athletes. After a tough college season and a fast move to the WNBA, this downtime is crucial for preventing injuries and ensuring they play their best when the season resumes. For Clark and her teammates, this break is a chance to rest both physically and mentally, which is essential for their long-term health and success in the league. Caitlin Clark has had an incredibly challenging year. She went from dominating the college basketball scene to diving straight into the professional world of the WNBA, all without a significant break. The physical and mental demands of this transition cannot be overstated. College basketball is intense, but the WNBA is a whole new level. Clark had to quickly adapt to playing against some of the best athletes in the world, dealing with the pressures of being a top draft pick, and living up to the high expectations set for her. Clark's season has been packed with high-pressure games, constant travel, and intense training sessions. The mental toughness required to stay focused and perform at such a high level day in and day out is immense. On top of that, the physical toll on her body has been significant. Playing basketball at this level requires rigorous conditioning, strength training, and skill work, all of which can lead to fatigue and the risk of injury. Despite these challenges, Clark has performed admirably. She's shown incredible skill, determination, and resilience, becoming a key player for the Indiana Fever. But even the best athletes need time to recover, both physically and mentally. This break allows her to step back, breathe, and recharge. It's a chance for her to relax and enjoy some well-deserved downtime, which is crucial for her overall well-being and future performance. The timing of this break may be just what Clark needs to come back even better and stronger for the second half of the season. Clark's vacation is not just about her own recovery, it also has a significant impact on her teammates, Lexi Hull and Katie Lou Samuelson, who joined her on this trip. The bond they are building off the court can translate into better teamwork and communication on the court. Stronger personal connections can lead to better understanding and collaboration during games, which is essential for a team striving to make an impact in the league. The break allows all of them to recharge their mental batteries, which is just as important as physical rest. The mental strain of constantly performing at a high level, dealing with the pressures of professional sports, and managing the expectations of fans and coaches can be overwhelming. This vacation provides a much-needed mental break, allowing Clark and her teammates to return to the court with a clear mind and renewed focus. A refreshed and recharged Caitlin Clark can be a game-changer for the Indiana Fever as they push towards the playoffs. With her competitive drive and skill set, the break may give her the boost she needs to elevate her game to new heights. By taking this time to focus on herself and her well-being, Clark is setting herself up for a strong finish to her rookie season. Even while on vacation, Clark keeps her fans engaged through social media. By sharing her experiences, she keeps the spotlight on the WNBA, attracting more interest and followers to the league. Her posts, which have gone viral, help keep her and the WNBA in the public eye even when games are not being played. This engagement is vital for the growth of the WNBA as it keeps the league relevant and in the conversation, even when games are not being played. The positive reception to Clark's vacation is a testament to her popularity and the affection fans have for her. Social media has been buzzing with comments and likes, showing widespread support for her taking this much-needed break. Fans appreciate seeing her enjoy herself and take time to relax, which humanizes her and makes her more relatable. The inclusion of her teammates, Lexi Hull and Katie Lou Samuelson, further emphasizes the importance of team bonding and camaraderie off the court. These moments of relaxation and connection are crucial for building strong team dynamics and fostering a positive environment within the team. Clark celebrated her WNBA All-Star Game win by playing a big role in Team WNBA's victory over Team USA with a final score of 117-109. In her All-Star debut, Clark recorded a game-high 10 assists, tying the second most assists in a WNBA All-Star game, along with 4 points and 2 steals during her 26 minutes of play. After the game, she and her fellow rookie, Angel Reese, reflected on their experiences and expressed excitement about the upcoming Olympic break. Clark's performance helped set a new rookie record for All-Star assists, and she shared her thoughts on social media, celebrating the achievement and looking forward to some downtime before the WNBA season resumes. Clark's vacation also serves to normalize the lives of athletes, showing that they, too, need time to unwind and enjoy life outside of their sport. This perspective resonates with fans who appreciate seeing the personal side of their favorite players. By sharing these moments, Clark helps to break down the barriers between athletes and fans, creating a more intimate and supportive community. The fan speculation about her vacation destination and the excitement surrounding her social media posts demonstrate the strong following and support she has. This engagement is beneficial for the WNBA as it builds its fan base and promotes the league. The timing of Clark's vacation coinciding with the WNBA's month-long break due to the Summer Olympics in Paris adds another layer of significance. While some of her WNBA colleagues are competing in the Olympics, Clark's absence from Team USA has been a topic of discussion. Despite not being selected for the Olympic team, Clark has maintained a gracious attitude and is using this time to rest and rejuvenate. This highlights the importance of balancing professional commitments with personal time and reinforces the need for structured breaks in sports leagues. Overall, Caitlin Clark's vacation in Mexico represents a well-deserved break for her and an opportunity to relax and bond with teammates outside of the basketball court. It exemplifies the balance between professional commitments and personal time, reinforcing the need for structured breaks in sports leagues. By highlighting the importance of rest and recovery, maintaining visibility and promotion of the WNBA, and showcasing the personal side of athletes, Clark's vacation serves as a positive example for both fans and fellow athletes alike. As Clark and her teammates enjoy their well-deserved break, fans eagerly anticipate their return to the court, refreshed and ready to continue making an impact in the league.
Caitlin, you are the Larry Bird in that you are an amazing player. You have ties to Indiana, and white people are really crazy about you.
The 24 ESPY Awards took an unexpected turn when a seemingly innocuous joke about WNBA star Caitlin Clark led to widespread backlash and accusations of racial insensitivity. In a shocking moment that left the audience buzzing, host Serena Williams compared Clark to basketball legend Larry Bird, stating,
Caitlin Clark had an amazing year and is nominated for 3 awards. Caitlin, you are the Larry Bird in that you are an amazing player. You have ties to Indiana, and white people are really crazy about you.
This remark has ignited a firestorm of criticism and debate on social media, with Clark unexpectedly finding herself at the center of a heated controversy. In a sport that should be celebrated for its athleticism and inclusivity, it is disappointing to see Caitlin Clark's name dragged through the mud as a platform for this debate. Clark, a guard for the Indiana Fever, has had an incredible year, earning nominations for 3 major awards at the ESPYs. Known for her impressive skills on the court and her ties to Indiana, Clark has been compared to Larry Bird for her playing style and big impact on the game. However, Williams' comment focused on race rather than Clark's athletic achievements, bringing an uncomfortable spotlight to Clark. Almost immediately after the joke aired, social media platforms were flooded with reactions. Many users expressed disappointment and anger, questioning if Williams' remark was appropriate. One user tweeted, "Now let's make black jokes a common thing too," pointing out the perceived double standard in making racial comments. Another user commented, "Serena is loved by all. Why does she have to bring color into the conversation? When is everyone going to grow up and stop the pettiness? We're all the same regardless of color or background. It's just sad." The incident has sparked broader talks about respect, representation, and the responsibilities of public figures when talking about sensitive topics like race. Critics argued that Williams' joke was harmful and reduced Clark's accomplishments to racial stereotypes. They pointed out that Clark has a diverse fan base and that it was unfair to suggest otherwise. One critic noted, "Saying that only white people are fans of Caitlin Clark is as harmful as it is false. It makes Clark's success about race." Despite the backlash, Williams also received support from fans and commentators who argued that the joke was not meant to be offensive. They suggested that it was a commentary on the racial dynamics of fandom and that the backlash was too much. Supporters emphasized the need to view the joke in the context of humor and pointed out that award show monologues often push boundaries. They called Serena Williams jealous of all things. "People get upset about anything relating to CC," tweeted one fan in defense of Williams. Another commented, "The truth isn't divisive. It's the truth, Karen. A lot of white people, like you, worship Caitlin and live through her. It's funny. You guys think we can't see it. I'm glad Serena told some of the truth. She clearly triggered you." Caitlin Clark herself seemed to take the joke in stride. Watching the ESPYs from home, she later praised Williams for her hosting duties and highlighted the positive attention that women's basketball received during the ceremony. Clark expressed her excitement about the growing recognition of women's sports and did not publicly criticize Williams' comment.
I was just sitting on my couch by myself. I mean, I guess it's pretty cool. I thought something that really stood out to me was how much women's basketball was a part of the show. I think it shows where women's basketball is going, and obviously women's athletics in general. Obviously Serena did a tremendous job hosting, and I think that was great. And
her grace under scrutiny shows her focus on the broader goal of elevating women's basketball rather than getting caught in controversy. Clark's remarkable season has been a highlight in the WNBA, drawing record viewership and attendance at games. Her fans are diverse, coming from all backgrounds, united by their admiration for her skills and competitive spirit. The suggestion that her popularity is confined to a single racial group is not only misleading, but also undermines the progress women's sports have made in gaining a broader audience. Clark's ability to attract such a wide range of fans speaks volumes about her impact on the sport and her potential to inspire future generations of athletes. The controversy surrounding Williams' remark comes at a time when discussions about race, representation, and cultural sensitivity are at the forefront of public discourse. Athletes and celebrities are under increasing scrutiny for their public remarks and behavior, particularly when it comes to sensitive topics like race. Williams, known for her activism and campaigning, has often used her platform to advocate for equality and justice. This incident underscores the complexities of navigating humor and public discourse in today's society. In the broader context of the ESPYs, controversial jokes are not uncommon. Hosts often use their platform to address current topics in sports and culture, sometimes pushing boundaries and sparking debate. Williams' joke about Clark fits into this tradition, but stands out due to its direct reference to race. The mixed reaction it received is also typical of controversial moments at award shows, where humor and sensitivity often clash. For Caitlin Clark, the incident has shone a spotlight on her achievements and the complexities of her rising fame. While some viewed the joke as a harmless commentary on racial dynamics, others saw it as perpetuating harmful stereotypes. The incident has sparked important conversations about race, representation, and the role of humor in public discourse. As society continues to grapple with these issues, Clark's response has been a testament to her poise and focus on her career, serving as a reminder of the power and responsibility that comes with the public platform. Clark's journey to the top of women's basketball has been nothing short of extraordinary. From her high school days where she dominated the court, to her college career where she shattered records and earned numerous accolades, Clark has always been a beacon of excellence and determination. Her transition to the WNBA has been seamless, with her rookie season marked by stellar performances and a rapidly growing fan base. The support for Clark extends beyond the basketball court. She has become a role model for young athletes, particularly girls who aspire to reach the heights of professional sports. Her dedication to her craft, her humility in the face of success, and her ability to handle criticism with grace make her an exemplary figure in the sports world. This incident also highlights the double-edged sword of fame. While Clark has enjoyed the benefits of her rising stardom, including endorsements and media attention, she now also faces the scrutiny that comes with being a public figure. The comments made by Williams and the subsequent backlash have thrust Clark into a complex conversation about race and representation, one that she navigates with maturity beyond her years. The SP Awards, meant to celebrate athletic achievements, have inadvertently brought to light the ongoing challenges in addressing race and humor in public forums. The varied reactions to Williams' joke illustrate the broader societal divide on these issues. Some see it as a necessary conversation, while others view it as an unwelcome distraction from the achievements of athletes like Clark. As the dust settles on this controversy, one thing remains clear. Caitlin Clark's talent and impact on women's basketball are undeniable. She continues to break barriers and set new standards in the sport. Her ability to rise above the noise and maintain her focus on the game is a testament to her character and resilience. In the end, the conversation sparked by Williams' joke may serve a greater purpose. It has brought attention to the importance of cultural sensitivity and the power of words, especially when spoken by influential figures. It has also highlighted the unity within the sports community, where fans and athletes from diverse backgrounds come together to celebrate the game they love. Caitlin Clark's name will not be defined by a single joke, but by her legacy on the court and the inspiration she provides to countless fans. As she continues to excel, she will undoubtedly navigate more challenges and controversies. However, with her talent, poise, and the support of her fans, Clark is well equipped to handle whatever comes her way. The 2024 ESPY Awards will be remembered not just for the controversy, but for the spotlight it's shown on Caitlin Clark and the broader issues of race and representation in sports. As we move forward, it is crucial to remember the importance of celebrating athletes for their achievements and ensuring that discussions about race are handled with the sensitivity and respect they deserve.
Caitlin Clark effect is real. Even when she's scoring or not scoring points, they'd love to watch her play.
Imagine stepping off the court after a grueling season, transitioning directly from college stardom to the intensity of the WNBA without a moment to breathe. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark has experienced. Now picture her in a completely different setting, soaking up the sun on a Mexican beach with her teammates and boyfriend. What impact will this much-needed break have on her in the Indiana Fever? Stick around as we dive into how this vacation could be the game-changer Clark and her team need for a powerful second-half comeback. This break comes after a busy year for Clark, who moved straight from a standout college basketball season to her first year in the WNBA. Her social media is filled with fun photos and captions like, "Just a couple mermaids," showing the group enjoying the sun and water. But beyond the photos and fun, this vacation has significant implications for her and her teammates' performance on the court. Clark's vacation underscores how important rest and recovery are for professional athletes. After a tough college season and a fast move to the WNBA, this downtime is crucial for preventing injuries and ensuring they play their best when the season resumes. For Clark and her teammates, this break is a chance to rest both physically and mentally, which is essential for their long-term health and success in the league. Caitlin Clark has had an incredibly challenging year. She went from dominating the college basketball scene to diving straight into the professional world of the WNBA, all without a significant break. The physical and mental demands of this transition cannot be overstated. College basketball is intense, but the WNBA is a whole new level. Clark had to quickly adapt to playing against some of the best athletes in the world, dealing with the pressures of being a top draft pick, and living up to the high expectations set for her. Clark's season has been packed with high-pressure games, constant travel, and intense training sessions. The mental toughness required to stay focused and perform at such a high level day in and day out is immense. On top of that, the physical toll on her body has been significant. Playing basketball at this level requires rigorous conditioning, strength training, and skill work, all of which can lead to fatigue and the risk of injury. Despite these challenges, Clark has performed admirably. She's shown incredible skill, determination, and resilience, becoming a key player for the Indiana Fever. But even the best athletes need time to recover, both physically and mentally. This break allows her to step back, breathe, and recharge. It's a chance for her to relax and enjoy some well-deserved downtime, which is crucial for her overall well-being and future performance. The timing of this break may be just what Clark needs to come back even better and stronger for the second half of the season. Clark's vacation is not just about her own recovery, it also has a significant impact on her teammates, Lexi Hull and Katie Lou Samuelson, who joined her on this trip. The bond they are building off the court can translate into better teamwork and communication on the court. Stronger personal connections can lead to better understanding and collaboration during games, which is essential for a team striving to make an impact in the league. The break allows all of them to recharge their mental batteries, which is just as important as physical rest. The mental strain of constantly performing at a high level, dealing with the pressures of professional sports, and managing the expectations of fans and coaches can be overwhelming. This vacation provides a much-needed mental break, allowing Clark and her teammates to return to the court with a clear mind and renewed focus. A refreshed and recharged Caitlin Clark can be a game-changer for the Indiana Fever as they push towards the playoffs. With her competitive drive and skill set, the break may give her the boost she needs to elevate her game to new heights. By taking this time to focus on herself and her well-being, Clark is setting herself up for a strong finish to her rookie season. Even while on vacation, Clark keeps her fans engaged through social media. By sharing her experiences, she keeps the spotlight on the WNBA, attracting more interest and followers to the league. Her posts, which have gone viral, help keep her and the WNBA in the public eye even when games are not being played. This engagement is vital for the growth of the WNBA as it keeps the league relevant and in the conversation, even when games are not being played. The positive reception to Clark's vacation is a testament to her popularity and the affection fans have for her. Social media has been buzzing with comments and likes, showing widespread support for her taking this much-needed break. Fans appreciate seeing her enjoy herself and take time to relax, which humanizes her and makes her more relatable. The inclusion of her teammates, Lexi Hull and Katie Lou Samuelson, further emphasizes the importance of team bonding and camaraderie off the court. These moments of relaxation and connection are crucial for building strong team dynamics and fostering a positive environment within the team. Clark celebrated her WNBA All-Star Game win by playing a big role in Team WNBA's victory over Team USA with a final score of 117-109. In her All-Star debut, Clark recorded a game-high 10 assists, tying the second most assists in a WNBA All-Star game, along with 4 points and 2 steals during her 26 minutes of play. After the game, she and her fellow rookie, Angel Reese, reflected on their experiences and expressed excitement about the upcoming Olympic break. Clark's performance helped set a new rookie record for All-Star assists, and she shared her thoughts on social media, celebrating the achievement and looking forward to some downtime before the WNBA season resumes. Clark's vacation also serves to normalize the lives of athletes, showing that they, too, need time to unwind and enjoy life outside of their sport. This perspective resonates with fans who appreciate seeing the personal side of their favorite players. By sharing these moments, Clark helps to break down the barriers between athletes and fans, creating a more intimate and supportive community. The fan speculation about her vacation destination and the excitement surrounding her social media posts demonstrate the strong following and support she has. This engagement is beneficial for the WNBA as it builds its fan base and promotes the league. The timing of Clark's vacation coinciding with the WNBA's month-long break due to the Summer Olympics in Paris adds another layer of significance. While some of her WNBA colleagues are competing in the Olympics, Clark's absence from Team USA has been a topic of discussion. Despite not being selected for the Olympic team, Clark has maintained a gracious attitude and is using this time to rest and rejuvenate. This highlights the importance of balancing professional commitments with personal time and reinforces the need for structured breaks in sports leagues. Overall, Caitlin Clark's vacation in Mexico represents a well-deserved break for her and an opportunity to relax and bond with teammates outside of the basketball court. It exemplifies the balance between professional commitments and personal time, reinforcing the need for structured breaks in sports leagues. By highlighting the importance of rest and recovery, maintaining visibility and promotion of the WNBA, and showcasing the personal side of athletes, Clark's vacation serves as a positive example for both fans and fellow athletes alike. As Clark and her teammates enjoy their well-deserved break, fans eagerly anticipate their return to the court, refreshed and ready to continue making an impact in the league. As the 25 WNBA draft approaches, the basketball world is buzzing with anticipation for UConn's sensational guard, Paige Bueckers. But before she even steps onto a WNBA court, Bueckers is already making waves with a groundbreaking move that has fans and analysts talking. Imagine the shock when, on a regular Friday, it was announced that Bueckers would be joining the newly formed Unrivaled Basketball League. This isn't just another league. This is a revolutionary shift in women's sports. And Bueckers is right at the heart of it. Paige Bueckers took to social media to express her excitement about joining the Unrivaled League. Blessed and grateful to be a part of this amazing league, Bueckers posted. To take an active role in the growth of women's sports is a dream come true. Excited for the future, it's just the beginning. This move is not just a career choice for Bueckers, but a statement about her commitment to advancing women's sports. The Unrivaled League, a 3x3 basketball league, offers an alternative to WNBA players who typically go overseas to play during the WNBA offseason. Founded by New York Liberty star Breanna Stewart and Minnesota Lynx star Nafisa Collier, Unrivaled is set to revolutionize women's basketball. The league will launch in Miami, Florida in January 2025, perfectly timed during the WNBA offseason. Unrivaled boasts an impressive roster of players, including Kahlia Copper, Angel Reese, Kelsey Plum, Arike Ogunbowale, Jackie Young, Ryan Howard, Jewel Lloyd, and Chelsea Gray. Paige Becker's commitment to Unrivaled is particularly noteworthy, as she is the first current non-WNBA player to join the league. This highlights her forward-thinking approach and dedication to the sport. Before joining Unrivaled, Paige Beckers has some unfinished business at UConn. She opted to return for her extra year of eligibility instead of entering the 2024 WNBA draft, making her a favorite for the #1 overall pick in 2025. Last season, Beckers demonstrated her prowess by averaging a career-best 21.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 2.2 steals, and 1.4 blocks per game. Her performance solidified her status as one of the top players in college basketball. In a groundbreaking move, Paige Beckers signed an unprecedented NIL deal with Unrivaled, making her the first NCAA athlete to gain ownership equity in a league. According to The Athletic's NBA insider, Shams Charania, Unrivaled promises the highest average pay in professional women's basketball, surpassing even the WNBA. This deal positions Beckers at the forefront of a new era in women's sports, emphasizing player compensation and ownership. Unrivaled was announced by WNBA stars Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier in July 2023. The league features a 10 to 15% ownership pool for players and has been aggressively recruiting top-tier talent. With 6 franchises and a total of 30 players, the league aims to offer an average salary of $250,000, slightly above the WNBA Supermax of $241,000. Women's sports is on such a rise, and it feels like everyone is benefiting from that except the women in the sport, Collier said via The Athletic. We're trying to change that and also create generational wealth for these women. Unrivaled is founded on the principle that players deserve compensation and ownership reflecting their value. Paige Becker's involvement in Unrivaled is set to have a profound impact on women's basketball. Her decision to join a new league before even entering the WNBA speaks volumes about her vision for the future of the sport. Beckers is not just a phenomenal player, but a trailblazer advocating for greater recognition and compensation for female athletes. As Paige Beckers prepares for her final collegiate season at UConn and gears up for the 2025 WNBA draft, her journey with Unrivaled will be closely watched by fans and aspiring athletes alike. Her commitment to advancing women's basketball and her historic NIL deal with Unrivaled positions her as a key figure in the evolving landscape of women's sports. When the 24 WNBA season resumes on August 15th, a few teams are poised for major draft implications, including the Los Angeles Sparks. The concept of tanking has become a strategic move for teams looking to acquire top talent to expedite a rebuild. For the Sparks, the gem of the 2025 WNBA draft is undoubtedly UConn guard Paige Beckers. As it stands, the teams with the best lottery odds include the Sparks, Washington Mystics, Dallas Wings, and Atlanta Dream. However, the post-Olympic break could shift these odds. The Dream and Wings are both capable of making a run for the playoffs, while the Sparks may focus on setting their sights on the draft. The Sparks' dream scenario involves securing the best odds for the #1 pick to select Paige Beckers. The Sparks have had a challenging season, with point guard being a crucial position of need. While players like Ari McDonald have shown promise, the addition of a true starting point guard like Beckers could transform the team. Beckers is widely regarded as the top point guard in the nation and has made a remarkable recovery from previous injuries. Her ability to handle the ball and playmake would be invaluable for the Sparks, who already have future stars in Cameron Brink and Rickea Jackson. The trio of Beckers, Brink, and Jackson could be one of the best young cores in the league. While securing a top draft pick is crucial, internal development is equally important for the Sparks. Rickea Jackson has emerged as a dark horse Rookie of the Year candidate, averaging 11.4 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 1.3 assists in the first half of the season. Her continued development is vital for the team's future success. The Sparks have been involved in several close games this season, but have struggled to close them out. Gaining valuable experience and building a winning culture will attract free agents and contribute to the team's long-term success. Now let's talk about Caitlin Clark and how she compares to Paige Beckers. Caitlin Clark has taken the 2024 season by storm, establishing herself as one of the premier players in women's basketball. She's averaging an astonishing 31.7 points, 8.9 assists, and 7.3 rebounds per game. Known for her scoring ability, especially from long range, she's a powerhouse, no doubt about it. On the other hand, Paige Bueckers is also a formidable talent, averaging 21.9 points, 3.8 assists, and 5.1 rebounds per game. She has chosen to remain in college for another year, which gives her additional time to develop her game and possibly step into a more prominent role in women's basketball after Clark's departure. While Clark's stats might be flashier, Bueckers is playing the long game, focusing on honing her skills and preparing for a bigger impact in the future. Their playing styles differ significantly. Clark is a sharpshooter, lighting up the scoreboard with her three-pointers. Bueckers, however, has a more versatile offensive game. She can score, but she's also a facilitator, making plays for her teammates and enhancing the overall team dynamic. This versatility might give Bueckers an edge in the professional realm, where adaptability can be crucial. Media attention has been heavily skewed towards Clark, but Bueckers has expressed a desire to share the spotlight with other players. She emphasizes the importance of promoting a broader range of talent in women's basketball, which suggests that her focus may not solely be on filling Clark's shoes, but rather on contributing to the sport's growth as a whole. This mindset is commendable and could endear her to fans and players alike. Both players have already made significant impacts on their teams in the sport, with Bueckers aiming to continue this trend in the upcoming season. Their mutual respect and friendship, having played together on the USA U19 team, further highlight that the narrative is not just about rivalry, but also about collaboration and shared success in women's sports. While Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark are both elite players, their distinct playing styles set them apart. Clark is known for her aggressive, high-volume scoring approach, averaging 31.7 points per game and never hesitating to take shots, even from long range. Bueckers, while capable of scoring, is more of a team player who excels in playmaking and setting up her teammates. She prefers to have everyone appear on the scoreboard rather than dominating it herself. Clark's style is more individualistic, often requiring her to have the ball in her hands to create opportunities for herself and others. This is partly due to Iowa's offensive strategy that relies heavily on her abilities. Bueckers tends to play within a more team-oriented system at UConn, distributing the ball and creating opportunities for her teammates. Clark is particularly adept at creating her own shots, even when facing tight defense. She's known for taking and making tough shots. Bueckers, while skilled, has sometimes struggled to create space when tightly defended in big games. Clark often faces tougher defensive pressure, with teams game planning specifically to stop her. Despite this, she still manages to put up impressive numbers. Bueckers, while also a focus of defensive attention, may not face the same level of constant pressure as Clark due to UConn's more balanced offensive approach. Clark's game is more centered around her ability to score in high volumes while still maintaining a high assist rate. Bueckers adapts her game based on her teammates' performance and the overall team needs, sometimes taking a back seat in scoring to facilitate for others. Clark is known for taking more risks with her shots, attempting difficult plays that can lead to spectacular outcomes. Bueckers tends to play a more controlled game, focusing on efficiency and team play rather than individual heroics. It's important to note that these differences in playing style are not just personal choices, but also reflect the offensive systems of their respective teams. Clark's high-scoring approach is crucial for Iowa's success, while Bueckers' more balanced style fits well with UConn's traditionally team-oriented play. Both approaches have proven effective, with each player making significant impacts in their own ways. In conclusion, while Paige Bueckers has the potential to become a leading figure in women's college basketball, her approach and aspirations suggest she aims to carve out her own identity rather than simply being the next Caitlin Clark. The future of women's basketball looks promising, with both players contributing to its evolution. In summary, Paige Bueckers is not just making headlines, she is making history. Her unprecedented move to join the unrivaled league and her impending entry into the WNBA signal a new era for women's basketball. As the Sparks strategize for the second half of the 2024 WNBA season, securing the #1 pick and fostering internal development are key to building a competitive team. The combination of Becker's talent and the Sparks' young core promises an exciting future for women's basketball.